fashion, felines. Join spa living and style expert Candy Holladay as she trips through her days while trying to flourish, look fab and have a blast, even when life gets in her way. Let's make every day feel like a holiday.
Morning, y'all. Welcome to another holiday morning where we're waking you up with fun, fashion, and spa-inspired ideas to energize your day so you can make every day feel like a vacay. I'm Candy, your host, and today I hope you are hungry because I am sharing with y'all my supercharged power breakfast that I have every morning. It was inspired by my time spent living at a hotel in Pasadena, the Westin Hotel, thank you very much. And it has a French twist to it, perfect for our Paris and April theme on Instagram this month. If you've just found us, then welcome. And if you're a regular, good morning again. And I just want to give you a heads up that in the show notes, I'm going to have recipes, pictures, all kinds of fun things to help you make this episode even more like a vacay. And that's all over on the show notes at lifesaholladay.com. But this morning, it is a foggy day in Chattanooga. There's a lot of fog in Chattanooga because we're surrounded by mountains. There's Signal Mountain, Lookout Mountain, there's Missionary Ridge. It's just a very beautiful place. But when it rains, and last night it rained, it just, in the mornings, it's really foggy and misty. It's kind of cool. Actually, the sun's trying to break through a bit right now. But I am starving. Every morning I wake up hungry. It wasn't always that way. I used to never eat breakfast, or if I ate breakfast, it was like a bowl of cereal, or, I just really, though, I wasn't hungry in the mornings. But when we first moved to California, we lived in the Westin in Pasadena for over a year. And I got in the habit of having breakfast because breakfast was included with our corporate rate that we had. And every morning I would have an omelet with an arugula salad and a half of avocado on the side. It was so decadent. And that's what really got me starting to have more and more vegetables at breakfast, even though I had breakfast like that at spas. But when you have it every single morning for a year, it just kind of becomes ingrained in you. And when we finally moved into our house, I developed my own little version of it, and I amped up the volume on the vegetables so that, I am getting 3 servings, at least, of vegetables first thing in the morning. And I think I've mentioned this before to y'all, but 10 servings of vegetables is supposed to give you just optimum health. If you can have 10 servings of vegetables a day, and it sounds like so much, right? But when you wake up in the morning and you have all these different vegetables, it power loads your day so that no matter what else happens, once you leave the house, maybe you didn't get to have your healthy lunch at your desk. Maybe you were out at some restaurant and they didn't really have a lot of healthy choices, but you've already got all these incredible vitamins and nutrients in your body, and you're way ahead of the game. And I know you might be thinking or be saying to yourself right now, but Candy, oh my God, I don't have time in the morning to have breakfast. I'm already rushing around and late for work every day as it is. Well, I'm going to tell you what I make and how I make it, so it should take you no more than about 5 minutes in the morning to prep it. And can I tell you, I'm actually standing here staring at my breakfast because I wanted to have it in front of me while I told y'all all about it. So I am really, really hungry. So welcome to Candy's Breakfast Cafe, where I'm serving you a breakfast frittata with a side of spinach and a half of avocado. And how I make this is every night I take a microwave mug, and I fill it with vegetables. And really fill it. And you'll think you're putting too much in there and you won't be able to put the egg in, but do it anyway, trust me, because when you cook it in the morning, the vegetables kind of shrink down a little bit. But what I usually put in is kale. That's kind of my standard everyday thing that I put in there. Kale, and then this morning I also have green onions and olives. And once you've got all your veggies in the mug, add in some spices. I always put a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is another one of these ingredients that has so many health benefits. It helps with inflammation. It's supposed to help with energy, but personally, I just love the way it tastes. It kind of gives like a spicy Indian flavor to the eggs. And then pepper actually helps turmeric work better. So I put on some black pepper, and then I sprinkle on fresh herbs, and I'm kind of digging tarragon at the moment. I also kind of switch that up. Sometimes I'll put basil, and I always try to make it fresh because it makes such a huge difference. And then I just pop that puppy in the fridge. In the morning, I get up, crack 2 eggs over the top of it, and then I add some heavy whipping cream, about a teaspoon. And I don't know if y'all know this, but in France, when they make scrambled eggs, they add whipping cream. And that's one of their secrets to making their food taste so decadent. And it really does make a difference with the eggs. I think it makes the eggs fluffier, but also denser, if that makes any sense. But they seriously taste different when I don't use the whipping cream. And then I just beat it together with a fork, and I really stir it in good so that the eggs have sort of totally coated all of the vegetables. And then I just pop that puppy into the microwave for about 2.5 minutes. And it rises up like the souffle, and the vegetables, they just magically cook. When I put them in the mug overnight, they're raw, and in the morning, the microwave, I get the steam from the eggs, and in the microwave mug, just cooks them perfectly tender. I mean, and I don't even use the baby kale. I use the giant curly leaf kale because it looks so pretty once the frittata's all cooked. All the kale, like the curly bits, rise up to the top, and it looks like my frittata's wearing like a fancy Oscar de la Renta dress. And I know everyone's microwaves are different, so y'all have to just sort of play around to see, what is the right amount of time for you to cook your frittata. And I let it cool a few minutes once I take it out the microwave. And then I take it from the bottom. I just kind of stick a fork all the way around the edges, and it usually just pops right out onto a plate. And once I pop the frittata onto a plate, I just add like a handful of spinach. I usually use that organic girl spinach that's been triple washed, kind of lazy, I know. And I have to say, we got some fresh spinach at the farmer's market the other day, and it really did have more flavor, even like a different consistency. It was a bit chewier and meatier. But a lot of times, especially in the winter, you can't really get the fresh. So I get the organic girl. And I just pop that onto a plate. I put a little bit of salt and pepper on that and a half an avocado and sit down and eat. And that's what I'm about to do right now. But first, I want to remind y'all, I'm going to put the recipe, the exact instructions on the show notes on lifesaholladay.com for this. I want to know what y'all think. I want you to try these. I want you to even try some of your own favorite veggies. You can really put anything in it, but I would stay away from anything that's kind of denser, like carrots or beets, because they're going to take longer to cook. I mean, what you can do is something like that, or even broccoli. I would cook that up the night before, or use your leftover veg from your dinner. No, I like sometimes throwing in collard greens instead of the kale to kind of make my own southern version. And capers are really good in it. Just like use your imagination, have fun, and be sure to post it up on Instagram and tag me at Candy Holladay and put the hashtag #MyLife'sAHolladay so I can see what y'all are eating for breakfast with your frittata. Like I said, my breakfast is sitting here staring me in the face and I am starving, so I'm going to go eat. And I will see you next time. Thanks for hanging with me this morning. Bye.
Don't forget, you can shop the show and get the 411 on this episode at lifesaholladay.com. That's HOLLADAY.com. Meet Candy on Candy Holladay YouTube channel for more adventures. See you next holiday.